Wait, am I using that word right?
I don't know.
I never know.
I never know either. That's why I never use it.
I'm going to scratch it. I'm retracting the usage of that word. It's over.
All right.
Hold on. Okay, next.
Dear Shandy. Welcome back to Dear Shandy listeners. Hello, Andy.
Welcome back indeed.
Yes. Our non-recap episode. It's been a minute.
We are back.
We are. When we do a Q&A, are we back, Andy?
We're back. This is it. This is home.
The heart and soul of Dear Shandy. And we have some great questions today. But before we get going, I'm going to put this at the top. I want to remind our Shandies that if you submit a question, that you should consider length. Length. It's still the number one reason why questions don't get chosen. So, maybe look it over and see what you can cut.
And favor girth.
Exactly. Okay, so Andy, this first question is from Confused Daughter. Dear Shandy, my parents were married for decades, but after my mom passed away a few years ago, my dad's dating life has been the source of family drama. Essentially, he has 2 girlfriends, but he always refers to these women as friends and acts as if everything about this is normal. I have so many questions, but I'll just ask you these. Is this in any way normal, or am I right to be scratching my head? Even if we assume he is approaching this ethically, am I right to worry about the logistics of a parent approaching his 80s with such complicated relationships? There seems to be a lot of driving involved to make this work. Lately, in various conversations, my dad has brought up the possibility of meeting his friends. Separately, not at the same time. If there was only one, I wouldn't mind, but while he has 2, I kind of feel like I don't want to go through the effort, especially since I live out of state and have young children, so a meeting would involve a multi-day visit to my dad's house, and my kids would likely be meeting these women too. Am I rude to refuse to meet them, or should I be trying to foster relationships with the 2 people who are spending the most time with my dad? Thanks for any advice, Confused Daughter.
Okay, first of all, this guy is a G.
Yes.
This guy is living his best life.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of touched that he's living it up.
I am so happy for this guy. Let him have his day in the sun.
Okay, so let him date 2 women at the same time.
Yes. 3, 5,
Wait,
10.
So how much of this is his age coming into play for you?
A lot.
Okay.
It's most of it.
Okay, so because he's nearing 80,
Yeah.
You're like,
do whatever the hell you want. How many people are out there doing that like him?
Oh, also, it sounds like he was married for decades. So yeah, he was married for decades to her mother. So he's done the monogamy thing. And I think, I see this the way you do. I find it kind of sweet that he's living it up like this.
Yeah.
We're not really answering her question when it comes to like her children will have to meet both women. But I sort of feel like they could just be friends.
They're not children anymore. They're all adults.
She says that she has 2 young children.
Oh, those children.
Yeah,
his grandchildren.
Yeah, his grandchildren. I think they can just be meeting his friends.
They won't understand it.
To be honest, I feel like at a certain age, it's about the companionship as much as anything anyway, right?
Yes.
That's not to suggest like they're definitely having sex, by the way.
Who cares? Maybe they're not.
But what I'm saying is like they all know by that age that it's really not about the sex.
You're not building lifelong relationships. You're not like, oh, I'm out there looking for my person so that I can set up roots and like start a life together.
Uh-huh.
Let's be honest. You're like near the end. What?
Oh, God. Okay, so what you're saying
It's like extreme Golden Bachelor.
Yeah.
You're not just there to find your partner. You're there to enjoy life with someone else who wants to enjoy life too.
Okay.
And if it happens to be 2 people who want to enjoy life, so be it.
Yeah.
And they're probably enjoying it too. You think those 2 people, those 2 women that he's with are like thinking like, oh, he's cheating on me, this scumbag.
Oh.
No, they don't care. They're all just having a good time.
I do wonder if he's doing it ethically, like if they're
Who
aware.
cares?
Who cares?
Ethics are out the window at a certain age. It's over. All of that stuff is over. Just enjoy the day. Every day you wake up, look at the sun, and smile.
He's probably living out something he never thought he would.
He's a playboy, finally. He was probably married young.
Yeah.
Was monogamous his whole life, raised a family,
Yeah.
has these caring kids who were thinking about him, writing into Dear Shandy.
Yeah.
He's done his job. Let him live on the farm.
Yeah. Okay.
Put him out to pasture. You know, when they say put out to pasture, it's a negative connotation. It's like, oh, that's it. You know, you're like being buried.
Yeah.
No, pasture is where you run around and frolic. You play with the bees. You find other goats or cows that you can bang. I don't know. Isn't that what you do in a pasture?
Yeah,
what else are you going to do in a pasture?
Yeah, no, it's
roll
true.
around in the mud.
Yeah, also roll around in the mud.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
God bless.
Okay.
And she should support it 100%. The kids, you think grandkids are sitting there scratching their head like, I wonder what kind of relationship this is. Has he defined the relationship
Yeah.
yet? Is this a woman he's boning?
Yeah.
No, they don't care. They're like, can I please go play with my friends? I don't care about this.
Okay, are we going to do this thing though where we try to dig a little deeper and wonder if confused daughter doesn't love that he's dating other people since her mother passed away?
Okay.
She said a few years ago.
Wait a minute.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying it's the thing. I'm just putting it out there.
So you're telling me that his wife passes away
A few years ago.
And
Yes.
he's supposed to just sit in a black suit in a corner of a room quietly and die?
I agree, but it's easy for me to say because I've never been in this position. All I'm saying, like you, Shandy's chime in because you're reacting like this could never happen, but I do think that this is a thing where you don't love that your parent is now like dating other people.
No, it's just unacceptable. This is elder abuse.
Okay, all right.
This man should be allowed to do whatever the hell he wants as long as he's not causing great harm.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly, the worst thing about this story is thinking about him doing these long drives all the time.
Yes.
He's getting on. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe, one day, maybe he falls asleep at the wheel or something. I don't know. That's the thing that I thought about. The only thing that caused me concern was the long drive.
Yeah, but also that's not a reason to not live your life.
It's true.
It's not a reason for him to cut off these relationships with people as you get older, your circle shrinks, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know that sounds dark, but it does. And the fact that he's found not one, but two people, let's just separate the fact that it's like a romantic thing. Just two people that he really connects with and like spending time with.
Really friends with. They have like sort of like flirty, like romantic vibes. And maybe they're not even doing anything physical. You don't know. And also you don't know what these two women are thinking. Is it possible that there's some steamy love triangle where they're both super angry and accusing him of cheating? Maybe. That's so unlikely.
But even then I'm like, oh, it's something he never got to experience before.
Let him have it. Let him be the center of a love triangle.
Okay, confused daughter. I think it's pretty clear we're I don't mean to say we're siding with your dad because I feel like it's not that you're not siding with him, you're just worried about him, but I think let him make the choices that he wants to make at this point. And even if they end up being mistakes, they're mistakes that he gets to make. It
goes beyond that. In my opinion, this goes beyond that because remember, we're always answering the Shandy's questions from their point of view.
Yeah.
I think that this Shandy, what's her name?
Confused daughter
should be grateful that she has a father who's out there having a great time.
Oh, it's so true. Versus maybe a father who
depressed, sitting at home alone, mourning his wife, not doing anything, not pursuing his hobbies anymore, not reading, not going out, not seeing his friends.
Which can happen.
Most of the time.
That happens.
Yeah.
Yes. So I love that.
I've seen it happen.
You have.
Firsthand.
You have.
There is nothing in the world I would have wanted more than to see my mother out banging a bunch of guys in her final years.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Sounds like a joke.
No, he's not joking. He wishes. Yeah.
I used to daydream about it.
About her
calling me like, guess what I did last night? I had a threesome.
Oh, you daydreamed.
I know,
but you daydreamed about her like having met someone.
Meeting guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like going out and meeting a man and falling in love or like even just having a fling. Like I wish that would have happened. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Think about this, Shandy. I'm jealous of your situation. Maybe that'll reframe it for you.
Oh, okay. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Confused daughter. Good luck. I don't think you need it.
No.
Yeah.
Good luck to your dad.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe throw a third in there.
Yeah. I think enjoy
it through his eyes.
Yes. Okay. And how great to have that at a certain point in life.
Amazing.
All right. This next question is from Anonymous. Dear Shandy, I am a longtime listener and first-time writer. Would love your level-headed advice on this one. I am currently struggling to establish boundaries with my stepmother regarding holiday weekends. I, 37-year-old mom of 2 boys ages 2 and 5 months, live in New Jersey, while my father and stepmother live out on Long Island. As you may know, the tri-state traffic through Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens to Nassau County is a nightmare, particularly on holiday weekends. Last Easter, we were stuck in the car for over 6 hours with a toddler who cried the entire time.
Oh.
Following that experience, I informed my family that we would no longer visit Long Island on actual holidays. We are happy to celebrate the weekend before or after when traffic is more manageable. Despite this, my stepmother, 60, is acting as though this is new information. She insists we suck it up because she wants to host on Easter Sunday, even though I have to work the next day. We also now have a 5-month-old baby, and I simply do not want to make that drive. While I hate to miss out on extended family traditions like the Easter egg hunt, I need to maintain this boundary. Do you have any suggestions on how to handle this situation? Anonymous.
Ooh.
I know it's funny. She only had one sentence about the car ride, but it's vivid. 6 hours.
Wow.
With a crying
6
toddler.
hours crying the whole time.
Oh my God. This is the kind of thing I see on the news.
There should be a device, I mean, in these situations where it just stops. You know what I mean? Like some kind of like a crying device. It just stops you from crying. Like maybe like a Silence of the Lambs kind of mask or something to hold your mouth shut.
I feel like you're thinking of those things to stop dogs from barking, where it like
a
sprays.
muzzle.
Yeah, well, no, the thing where it sprays them in the face. It's
not
super.
That's demeaning. I'm just saying like something that keeps their mouth shut.
That's not demeaning.
You know, you laugh. I'm going to invent this.
Oh
people are
yeah,
gonna buy
yeah.
it.
You're going to.
It's going to be very humane.
It's going to make you
soft.
rich.
It's going to have. You know what's going to have? It's going to have like a little like an animal on it, like a little teddy bear, like a bunny rabbit.
So is this a gag?
Basically.
Okay, I feel like this one is super easy. Like, just hold firm. Am I? I don't know. I feel like she's overcomplicating this.
I mean, look. I would say, generally speaking, sure, you don't have to do this.
Yeah,
but it depends on the family dynamics. This could cause major problems.
So
I don't know. I don't have enough information.
I just feel like she can go the weekend before or the weekend after. I just don't really.
Yeah. But, you know, some people take their holidays very seriously.
It sounds like the stepmother does.
She takes it very seriously. She's counting the days till Easter.
Oh.
She has an Easter countdown clock.
Can you imagine, though, going all that way for that, and then you have to sit in traffic all the way back and
nightmare.
just to work the next day?
An absolute nightmare. Look, I would say I definitely lean, stand your ground, like be like, I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I simply cannot do it. I'll come the next week and I'll spend 3 days with you. Yeah. I'll be your servant, whatever you want, but I can't come on Easter. And look, it really will depend on the dynamics of the family. Is she a vindictive person? Are there easily created rifts in this family? Is there harmony? Like I need to know that, but she knows better than us.
Yeah.
And you can make that judgment. But if it's a really problematic family where if you do something like this, you're going to be paying for it for the rest of your life, you know, maybe just suffer through the trip. But otherwise, I would say no.
No, I kind of feel like she would have mentioned it if this is an ongoing situation.
Yeah, but
like
remember,
a boundary.
maybe her stepmother, I'm sorry, her
stepmother.
Oh, it is her stepmother.
Yeah. Oh, you thought maybe it was her mother. Is it different to you because it's her stepmother?
Her stepmother. Oh yeah, that. Sorry.
He's joking, of course.
No. I thought it was her in-law.
No.
I missed that part.
Oh, okay, no, it's her stepmom.
That changes everything for me.
Okay, why does it change it for you?
Yeah, because
she doesn't need to be on her best behavior.
It's, Johnny come lately. Who cares? Stepmom.
Oh.
No, stepmoms are important sometimes.
No, they're super important. But what's the point you're making is that she doesn't need to be on her best behavior with her in-laws the way she can just be herself with her immediate family is what you're saying. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the difference is to you. I know what you're saying. Like, if it had been your mom, I would be like, oh, no. But if it's my own mom, I'd be like, no, I said we're not coming.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just am fully myself.
I totally misunderstood the question.
So you thought it was in-laws. But why is that different?
I don't know why I heard that, but I did. Why is it different? It's different because, ironically, the closer your family is, the easier it is to back out of things.
Yeah, and I know.
You hurt the ones you love the most.
So I think that she's...
It's true.
It is so true. Therefore, I think that this should be easy for her. It's
I
your
agree with
stepmom.
you.
That's closer than your in-laws.
100%
usually.
agree.
Yeah.
It's like, forget it. It's a done deal.
I also, coming from a family of 3, so I mean, I have 2 sisters. Is that a family of 3? Yeah. Right?
Well, your whole family is your sisters?
No, but I know it's like a family of 5, but like, do people usually refer to their parents?
You're cutting out all your other family, huh?
Well, okay. My immediate family, I have 2 sisters and 2 parents.
All right. That's acceptable.
But if there's one thing I've learned from having one sister who has 4 children, and then my younger sister and I don't have any children, it's that holidays tend to revolve around the family with children.
Yeah.
So my sister and her husband and their 4 children, it's like her in-laws will get them for Christmas one year, then we get them for Christmas one year. If they can't make this on this whatever holiday, then we all sort of like move around what they can manage because they're dealing with the schedules of all these tiny humans. Like she has a 5-month-old and a 2-year-old. I'm sorry, like you can make that pot roast another weekend or just rearrange your plans. You can go visit them, just something. I just feel like you're making it about you. If you're like, no, it has to be on Easter Sunday. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
No, absolutely. And it's also dangerous. It's dangerous. Yeah. The roads.
I watch, the
roads can be crazy.
I just watched you pull that one out of your ass. You were like, and it's dangerous.
Yeah, I was digging there.
But yes, it's true. Traffic could be terrible. Okay, I think we answered this one. This is such a no-brainer, Anonymous.
Yeah, I'm sorry for confusing you, but yeah, this is an absolute, just forget about it. You don't have to go.
The fact that she's writing in tells me that the stepmother,
yeah,
has
changes things.
Yes.
It does change things. Let's be honest. There are a lot of good stepmothers out there, but you throw the step in, it downgrades it a little bit.
But you originally thought it was her mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law is different. You got to watch out. That's different.
Oh, so when you were talking about the family dynamics and is there
yes,
drama?
I thought it was an in-law. And there you have to be a little more careful because things can get hairy.
Yeah.
If it's your mother, especially your stepmother, no offense. I'm sorry. Am I just shitting on? I shouldn't be doing it. I'm joking. A stepmother is as good as a regular mother. Depends. Sometimes not so great.
Or better.
Often
better.
Often better.
Sometimes better.
Often better. Sometimes better. Let's be honest. Sometimes worse.
Yes.
Often worse.
I have a girlfriend marrying a guy with 2 kids, and based on what I've heard, of course she's my friend, but based on what I've heard, she is definitely better.
She's exceptional.
Like those kids.
That's like she's like Mary Poppins level. That's not a fair comparison.
Those kids are very lucky to have her as a stepmother.
100%.
Yes.
So that being said, whether it's your mother or your stepmother, your father or your stepfather, it's easier to turn down a situation than if it's your in-laws, period. That's math. That's science.
We answered it. Good luck, Anonymous. You do not need it.
No. Enjoy Easter at home.
As my therapist once told me, it's only a guilt trip if you feel guilty. So don't feel guilty.
So Charlene, as you know, I love hose.
You do love hose.
I love hose of all shapes and sizes, all colors. I just love hose.
Well, you're also very discerning when it comes to hose.
I am very discerning, not just any hose.
Especially when caring for your lustrous garden.
Yes. My garden will only get the best hose.
Yes.
And the pocket hose ballistic, and it's aptly called ballistic, because that's the only word I can think of. This hose is by far the best expandable hose I've ever had.
Yes, it's reinforced with a liquid crystal polymer found in bulletproof vests.
And this has a copper head.
Oh, yeah.
Copper.
Okay, so the pocket hose, get this, has over 100 patents. It expands like crazy when you have water flowing through
25 feet. This is 25 feet.
Look at that. He's holding 25 feet. Yet, when you stop the water, it goes...
It's a grower, not a shower.
It shrinks back down to pocket size. I mean, this has been life-changing for you, especially as you move around the deck. You don't want something that's living all over the deck, but something that can expand to all corners of the deck.
I literally look forward to watering my plants more with this hose.
Yes.
This hose has made gardening more fun for me.
So right now, for a limited time, our Shandies can get a free pocket pivot and their 10 pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size copperhead hose. Just text Shandy to 64,000.
That's Shandy to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase.
Again, just text Shandy to 64,000. That's 64000. Message and data rates may apply.
No one gets between me and my hose. So Charlene, there's a reason why I married a dentist's daughter. Dental care is hard to come by.
Yes.
And good dental advice leads you directly to this. A Remy mouth guard.
Yes. Yes. And honestly, you would pay a hell of a lot more at the dentist for a custom night guard than you do through Remy. Okay, so what makes Remy so incredibly cool, and this is coming from a dentist's daughter, the aforementioned dentist's daughter, a custom night guard that you can get made without ever leaving the comfort of home, which is what life is all about. So what happens is Remy will send you an at-home impression kit. You mix the putty, you stick it inside the little thingy, you bite down on it, you hold it for a couple minutes, and you're like, it's actually quite fun, to be honest.
Yeah, it's good chew.
Yeah, good chew. And then you send that out to Remy, and then they will ship you back your custom night guard. And I mean, in case you think I'm kidding, look at this. Look how custom that is. And let me tell you, grinding your teeth at night is very bad for your teeth.
Very bad.
Very bad.
You know what happens to bad people?
What?
I don't know. Didn't think of the next thing.
Well, hopefully karma.
Yes, that's what it is.
But there is karma that happens to your teeth when you grind them. So you have to protect your teeth from the karma of grinding. So protect your teeth with Remy and use code Shandy to get 50% off your new night guard.
That's 50% off at shopremy.com/Shandy. That's shopremi.com/Shandy with code Shandy.
And we thank Remy for sponsoring this episode.
So Charlene, how do you feel about comfort? Do you like comfort? Do you enjoy it?
I think it's one of the pillars of life.
Charlene respects comfort more than anyone I've ever known.
Yes.
And Charlene demands the thing that has the word comfort in it.
Yes.
Of the highest order. And the highest order comforter, something that comforts, is made by Cozy Earth.
Okay. Wow, you landed that plane. That was very convoluted, Andy, but it's true. It's called a comforter.
That's all it does. It's there to give comfort.
Why would you settle for less than the utmost comfort in a comforter?
Yeah, otherwise it's not a comforter.
No.
It's a something else-er.
Yes.
It's a whatever-er.
But let me tell you, we actually recently got the Cozy Earth comforter.
I mean,
Do
we need to talk about it? Let's just tell them with our expression.
It is so delicious. It's so soft. It is the right amount of weight, but the right amount of lightness.
And the right amount of squish.
The right amount of squish, the right amount of warmth, but also the right amount of breathability.
So
it's exactly what you would expect a comforter should be if you were to like dream it.
Yeah, in the Garden of Eden, this is the comforter. But they didn't need a comforter because the temperature was perfect. So discover how care in every detail transforms simple routines into moments of true comfort and ease.
Head to CozyEarth.com and use our code Shandy for up to 20% off.
That's code Shandy for up to 20% off.
And if you get a post-purchase survey, be sure to let them know that we, Dear Shandy, sent you. All right, this next question is from A, as in the letter.
Oh, back to A.
Dear Shandy, I'm a 27-year-old woman living in a major U.S. city. She says the city, but says please don't say. My boyfriend, 28 years old, and I have been dating 3.5 months. I will be moving to another major U.S. city. She says the city, but says please don't say. For my dream job at the end of June. He is having a much more tumultuous job search and will either be staying in
I like the way she had to say major. Like she's just like kind of like a weird humble brag. She's like, I'm not going to tell you the cities, but they're major. Both of them.
Well, they are. I will say they are big cities.
Oh, you see the city?
But they're big enough cities that I feel like you could say.
Oh, you see the city?
Yeah, she wrote the city, but said, but please don't say.
Oh.
And there's actually a lot of that.
So can you tell me the cities? I need to know. It's important for me.
Okay, so she's living in.
Okay.
And she will be moving to for her dream job at the end of June.
Okay.
Her boyfriend is having a much more tumultuous job search and will either be staying in our current city or moving to a third major U.S. city.
Which is?
But please don't say. I'm sorry, but when the cities are this big, I feel like you could say them.
Yeah, I mean, what are the odds? Like winning the Powerball, finding this person.
I'm just saying, both job prospects are not what he hoped for and for his field. But please don't say.
Okay. I can't. This is too much.
And
I can't keep track of everything now. Now I'm completely lost.
Okay, so to refresh, they live together in city number 1. Okay. She is moving to city number 2 at the end of June for her dream job.
City number 1's a good city.
It is a good city. City number 2 is also a good city.
City number 2 is a good city.
Yes. We approve of these cities. Yeah. And then the boyfriend, who's 28, is either going to stay in the current city, city number 1, or go to city number 3, also a good city.
Decent.
City number 3. But he doesn't like either of his job prospects.
Okay.
It's not going as well for him. He has not landed his dream job. Okay. He believes they are likely dead ends and he will be off track for the rest of his life. Oh, wow.
Damn.
He told me recently that he is uncertain about continuing to date and doing long distance after I move in June. So again, they've been dating 3.5 months. This shocked me. I had taken for granted we would try. Our relationship is young but so strong. Each morning I wake up with him by my side. I think to myself, I could do this indefinitely. He told me that he thinks I'm the perfect woman, that he talks to me like his best friend, that he can't imagine someone he'd rather be with. But at the same time, he is worried he is not obsessed or in love with me yet.
Oh God, these men.
It always cracks me up when people say this. It just concerns me that I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed. What are you supposed to say to that?
It's like The Bachelor.
You're basically saying, I just don't like you enough.
Yeah, he hasn't fallen in love yet.
But maybe he's beginning.
He's falling, but he hasn't fallen. He can picture it, but he's not there
falling.
yet.
That seems to be the bar for him doing long distance. His fears for long distance are that it will be insurmountably hard, like his recent traumatic long distance relationship, and that we will break up eventually anyway. However, he says that he isn't sure, but his inability to imagine the future at all in a way that excites him and doesn't fill him with dread due to the job search might be affecting how he is imagining our future.
Nope.
What?
It's over.
He wants to date until June and decide then.
Nope. That's bullshit.
I am afraid I am doing myself a disservice and putting myself through all this just to get even more hurt in June.
Correct.
However, a part of me thinks, what if he's the one?
Nope.
So Shandy, my question is, with all this uncertainty and fear, could he still be the one?
No.
Or is it a no, true Scotsman thing where all of this inherently disqualifies that possibility?
Correct.
Should I continue to date him?
No.
Thanks and love, A.
Aw.
Oh, I was laughing at Andy. I wasn't laughing at the question because this is, it's
this
easy.
Sucks.
I have to be clear. I'm not laughing at her question. I'm laughing at Andy going, nope, nope, nope. And then when she said thanks and love, you were like, aw.
I know.
Okay. I just want to make that clear because people are going to be like, that was really cool.
No, but we laugh because if you take away her pain and the future pain she's going to have with this situation, it becomes like a rom-com setup.
Oh.
This is the guy she's dating before she meets the new guy in the new big city.
Oh, it's so true. If this were a rom-com, she's about to go to her new city, which by the way is a very exciting city. I think it's a great city.
I also think it's a great city.
City number 2 is a fantastic
solid city.
I'm not going to say
Nothing to complain about.
I'm not going to say what
I mean, there are
city
things to complain about, but not much.
Yeah.
But no, there's a lot to complain about.
Well, there's a lot to complain about, but you also just love it. You hate it as much as you love it and love it as much as you hate it.
It eats you up or you just embrace it.
Yeah, but we're not going to say the city that city number 2 is. But it's not super far from city number 1.
Not that far. No, it's a good.
This is what happens.
A nice drive.
Yeah. But it's true. The rom-com could be that this boyfriend is the guy who won't fully commit, isn't obsessed with her.
And he has these funny conversations. Like that's what the audience is laughing. He's like, I really like you. You're my best friend, but I'm not obsessed. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, it's
That's a funny situation.
It's true. That would be in the context of a rom-com. You're like, oh God, this guy sucks.
It's funny.
If this were a horror movie or a Jurassic Park movie, he would be getting eaten or killed.
Oh, I mean, he'd be getting eaten even in a rom-com. Like, forget about that. But even let's talk about the jobs. How, my life is, He's like, there's so many funny elements to this.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, my life is over. No matter where I go, whether I go to this city in this job or this city in this job,
be off track.
It's over for me.
I'll be off track for life.
I'll be off track for life. And I just can't picture my off track life with anyone. And then everyone in the audience is like, ha, 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 that's funny. It's funny. And this is a situation where you need to embrace the humor of it. And I know it's a stretch.
Oh,
it's a little bit of a stretch.
That is a stretch when you're in it.
But I want to tell you with 100% assurity, I want you to feel comfortable with this advice. This is not going anywhere.
Oof.
He has told you, and you always believe, we've talked about this. If a guy tells you something like this, you always believe him. If he tells you it's not going to work, if he tells you he's not obsessed, believe him and move on. Trust me. Trust me.
A couple things. 3.5 months, I think, is enough time to be excited about someone. She's not trying out for the role still, is what I'm saying.
No.
And yes, long distance sucks, but I'm telling you right now, city number 1 is not that far from city number 2.
No,
you could drive it.
It's all BS. And
you
by
could
the
take
way,
the train. It's not far.
No.
And so I feel like
bike.
if you, I don't know about.
It's a good bike.
It's a long ass bike.
It's a strong bike.
But if you were, I guess, excited about the person enough, obsessed with them enough, you would do it, right? You wouldn't lose the person over that commute.
No.
Are you kidding me?
And also anyone who is, happily married in a long-term relationship till death do us part was definitely obsessed in the first 3.5 months. I'm sorry. That's the obsession. That's the place where you are obsessed.
Yeah, if he's not obsessed now.
You don't suddenly get obsessed in like a year later.
It's so true. Why does she feel like she's still trying out for the part?
No, the tryout's over. The auditions are done. You didn't get the part. Thank God, this guy is not your guy.
Yeah.
And he said it himself. Honestly, believe him when he says he thinks he's going towards a dead end. Do you want to be with a guy who's not obsessed with you, who's going towards a dead end in his life?
But what the dead end, don't conflate the two. I mean, he is not excited about his job prospects. I am
conflating the two.
Okay, why?
Why would you want to be with someone who's just like, ugh, my future is just hopeless?
Yeah, but it's because he hasn't gotten the job he wants. It's not like a choice that he's making.
Yeah, but that's a choice he's making to have that attitude.
See where you're going with this. It's his outlook.
Yes. And by the way,
you're right. They are connected.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're winning me over. They are connected the way he's like, oh, first of all, city number 1 and city number 3 are both perfectly good cities.
Yes.
Very good cities. Not quite as good as city number 2, but still very good cities. And for him, okay, so they're not his dream job. You're right. For him to be like, I'll be off track for life. It feels similar to how he's like, oh, I'm not obsessed.
Totally. He's dispassionate. Wait, am I using that word right?
I don't know.
I never know.
I never know either. That's why I never use it.
I'm going to scratch it. I'm never using it again.
Are we pretending that
I've looked up dispassionate probably 20 times in my life, and I keep forgetting what it means because it doesn't exactly mean not passionate.
No, I think doesn't it mean kind of like apathetic?
I think maybe, but I don't want to. I'm going to scratch it. I'm retracting the usage of that word.
Okay.
It's over.
All right.
Okay, next. He's being apathetic.
Yes.
And that apathy, by the way,
you just stole my word.
Well, I didn't steal it. We share things.
Considering you ended up using the word, I don't feel like I got enough fanfare around having an alternate word.
If your word was more fancy, I would have given you the fanfare, but that's a pretty standard word. And you were right. It's a good word for this situation, but we're married. We share things. I give you words too.
You do. Okay.
I don't have to thank you for that.
Okay.
But I will. Thank you. Really appreciate you helping me out here. My time of need.
Okay, continue.
All right. Anyway, in his time of apathy here, let's analyze the apathy. He's in this new relationship, first 3.5 months. By the way, that is the honeymoon of the honeymoon.
Yes.
That's like you're on a honeymoon in the honeymoon.
Yes.
And in that time, even if you are in a shitty place in life, and I've been here before, I'm sure you have too. If you're in a shitty place, you don't like where you are, you don't like your job, you don't like your prospects, that relationship gives you this positive energy where you're like, I'm going to make anything work. Maybe this shitty job isn't that shitty. Maybe I'm going to rise up and become president of this company, or maybe I'm going to do this other thing. Or actually my job's not that bad. I just didn't have a great relationship. So it felt dead. It's bullshit. If you're this apathetic about your life while you're in the first 3.5 months of a relationship, it's either that you're apathetic person in general, which you don't really want to hook up with.
Yeah.
Or the apathy is a cover. You're basically saying without saying that you're not happy in the relationship. You're like, oh, my life sucks. Like, you wouldn't want to be with me, but my life sucks. I don't feel like I have any prospects.
I'm telling you right now, that personality type is not the building block of a really strong partnership in life.
No.
Like that, the kind of person who's like, but I need to be obsessed. Oh, but this is my only options and I'll be off track for life. Like that, I hear that and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Because like right now you're starting out your lives and your careers together. You know, you just start dating and it might be like, oh, you want to like boost him and lift him up. And like, you're off to your dream job. You think you're going to stay together, all these things. But like over time, if things have to be going his way for him to find joy in every day and find like joy in being with you and excitement in being with you, that's a problem.
Yes.
That's a long-term problem.
It's a major problem. And I'm going to close. I'm closing.
Oh, okay. I still have one more thought,
okay,
though, but I'll get to
I'm
it.
closing.
Okay.
I will say this. A man saying he's not obsessed with you is worse than a man saying he will never love you.
Ooh. It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm going to give you? 100%.
Wow. Should we have a Chiron for that?
Yeah, apparently I say that a lot, but 100%. At least him saying, I will never love you, gives you the respect of setting you free.
Yeah.
Of cutting you loose.
Yeah.
Letting you go and meet someone who is obsessed with you.
I don't think this is going to work. I don't feel myself ever getting there with you. So I enjoyed our time together and I'm sorry.
Yes.
As opposed to, I don't think I'm ever going to be obsessed.
No, but not even that. He's saying, I'm not obsessed with you right now, but there's hope.
Ugh.
Maybe I can become obsessed with you.
I'll grow into obsession.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen.
You know how a guy like that gets obsessed with her? If she goes and finds another guy. Then suddenly he's obsessed.
Oh, it's so true.
And then she gets back together with him and he's the same. He's like, oh, I'm not obsessed anymore.
Yeah.
You got to go find another guy and cheat on me. That's true. I know the type.
Yeah. Okay, I have one more thought on this before we move on. But she talks about how she says the relationship is young but so strong. Each morning I wake up with him by my side. I think to myself, I could do this indefinitely.
So she's made up a story.
It's all about her. Each morning, I wake up with him by my side. I think to myself, I can do this indefinitely.
Yeah,
what
he's
is
not
he
in the
thinking?
picture. He's not there.
It
doesn't matter what he thinks. She's decided this is it.
Yes,
and
but you're only part of this.
That's a fantasy you have to let go of.
Yes, that really strikes me. And yes, he says she's the perfect woman, and he says that he can speak to her like she's his best friend, all that stuff. He can't imagine someone he'd rather be with. But honestly, all of those are words.
He's full of shit.
If he can't do a long distance with her literally 2 hours away, yes, it's 2 hours away.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
It's so clear.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're in these kind of things, it's so tempting to try to create what you want.
Yes.
But the truth is in front of you. And I know you're an intelligent woman because you wrote an intelligent email.
She also landed her dream job.
And you landed a dream job.
A very competitive city.
And most importantly, she's a Shandy.
Yes, most importantly.
Good seal of approval. But this is a fantasy. And you need to move to this new, big, amazing city with gusto and with haste and forget about what you leave behind. Start new.
So our advice is to not date until June.
Yes.
Because right now she's like, should I just date till?
Nope.
No.
I mean, honestly, that's not even relevant. Start again in June. Whatever you do now, between now and June, is all just play and just messing about. Mm-hmm. In June, that's where you start again.
Yeah. Okay. It's tough to be like, okay, break up now.
No, I'm not. Do whatever you want. I'm just telling you that this relationship is going to end. You're going to get hurt if you let it hurt you. And you need to start making plans to extricate.
Yeah. Emotionally start.
Yes.
Disconnecting, maybe.
Correct.
We could be wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Okay, but
this is not, come on, this is not a we could be wrong situation.
I feel weird being like, your relationship is over. She's excited about him.
So let's see what happens. Go to New York and see. I did it.
Okay, but go to city number 2.
Go to city number 2 and see how he reacts.
Yeah.
If you want to entertain that.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck, A. I think you're going to need it because making that conscious choice to disconnect when the other person isn't ending it is really hard. But you know what? He's not fighting to keep you together either.
Yeah.
And frankly, when long distance comes into play, you need to be doing that at least a little bit.
Yeah. In a year, you're going to look back and laugh.
All right. This next question is from M as in the letter.
Dial M for murder.
What's that from?
You remember that?
No.
Old timey reference.
Oh.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, too scary for me.
No. Alfred Hitchcock wasn't scary. It's more thrilling, more intrigue than scare. It was really only Psycho that was scary.
Okay, well, that's the one I think of, and that was way too scary.
Yeah, that was by far his scariest movie.
I still sometimes in the shower, I'm like, oof.
Oh, Psycho was terrifying.
Yeah. Okay. Isn't that the one where there's like a hole and the person goes up and looks inside and there's an eye on the other side?
Well, that's in the shower. He's looking at her.
No, but there's another scene where it's a wall and there's a hole in the wall and she goes up to look inside the hole and there's an eye on the other side looking at her.
Oh, I think you might be right.
That I still get goosebumps thinking about that.
I think that is Psycho.
Oh.
You know, he invented every horror movie trope with that movie. Every single horror movie ever made is ripping off Psycho.
I mean, I guess I have to give kudos where kudos is due, but I can't handle it.
Do you know how hard it was to make a movie that was legitimately terrifying? To this day, if it was released today, like with all these other jump scare horror movies, if it was released today, people would be scared shitless in that movie theater.
Yeah.
Think about how badass that is.
Yeah. It's badass. Sorry, I was distracted thinking about A. I still feel bad.
Who's A?
From the last question, you know, I'm worried we were a little too. It's not that I don't agree with what we said.
Oh shit! Is Dial M for Murder Agatha Christie? I don't think they had phones when she was writing. No, they did. No, they definitely did.
Okay, but I do want to reiterate with A that like what she's going through is hard.
Yeah.
because I feel like we laughed and then, you know, we're like, oh, he doesn't like you, blah, blah, just end it. And I feel like we were a little too flippant. Like what she's going through was really rough.
Yeah.
I want to make that clear.
No, it was really rough.
Yeah. But I just think that being on the outside of it, like right now you're in it and you have all these emotions. But if you were to be hearing a friend tell you this story, it would be very clear to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to get that out of the way. I was sort of like,
really.
I don't know. It's like it was.
I know.
Hanging heavy on my heart.
I agree. You're right. We shouldn't be too flippant.
Okay, so is Dial M for murder? Okay, and that's.
Can you look it up? I'm really upset. Now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Hitchcock, but it might be Agatha Christie. It's Hitchcock. It's just a corny title. It doesn't.
Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock.
Okay, Hitchcock. Yeah. Sorry.
Grace Kelly.
Usually his titles were less corny than that.
Oh.
That's the corniest title
that
by
is
far.
a James Bond, like an old James Bond title.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It feels campy. Like Hitchcock could have done better with that one.
Okay. Can we get to M's question?
No, we were just going to talk about Hitchcock for the rest of the episode. Cream.
Soda.
Good.
Olipop. Now, you would think something that tastes so delicious, like a true cream soda, would be high in sugar and just generally terrible for you.
Mm-hmm.
But Olipop has disrupted the soda game. 50 calories, and get this, 3 grams of sugar versus you would be over 30 if it was your traditional soda. And this is the kicker, 9 grams of fiber.
You would expect that taste would be the thing sacrificed. It would be fully sacrificed, put on a slab, cut open, heart taken out, sacrificed.
Well, because we're used to that. When you get like the healthier version of something, it's like, oh yeah, that's because it tastes like crap now.
Yes, of course. I'm like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, it's super healthy and it tastes like crap, which is what I expect.
Yeah, versus Olipop.
It's the best soda I've tasted in years.
Yes, you don't sacrifice taste at all with Olipop, but yet you still get that nostalgia. We've talked before about their root beer flavor, their vintage cola flavor. I'm obsessed with their grape flavor. It's so delicious. You get that satisfaction of just having something sweet without the guilt and also just walking down memory lane.
Memory lane. What a nice lane. Also a painful lane sometimes, but not when I drink Olipop.
So right now you can get a free can of Olipop.
Buy any 2 cans of Olipop in store and they'll pay you back for 1.
Works on any flavor at any retailer.
Go to drinkolipop.com/Shandy.
Olipop is sold online at drinkolipop.com and Amazon and is available in the soda aisle and with chilled beverages at thousands of retailers nationwide, including
Walmart, Target, Costco, and Whole Foods. Master class. Mastering classes is fun for you. Master class. Famous people teaching you stuff.
Yes, famous people. Maybe who became famous because of the thing that they're now teaching you about.
I will say that there is no better time I spend on the internet than watching a masterclass. There just simply is not.
No, it's true. I mean, to expand your horizons, to learn new skills, maybe learn creative writing from Margaret Atwood, writing from Malcolm Gladwell.
Scientific thinking from Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh my God.
Cooking from Gordon Ramsay.
It goes on and on. These are people who became the top of the top of the top. You know that they're household names because of the thing that they're teaching you.
Imagine if 50 years ago someone said, oh, I can give you this thing where you just have the most famous people at anything in the world teach you how to do something.
And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I cannot think of a better gift for the kind of person who maybe has everything. Give them the gift of knowledge.
And the gift that keeps giving.
Yes.
Giving to the point where you might even get annoyed how much it's giving. Because you'll be hearing about it for years.
And plans start at only $10 a month, and that gives you access to 200 plus masterclasses with the world's best. I mean, that's an unbelievable value.
So right now, our Shandies get an additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/Shandy.
That's 15% off at masterclass.com/Shandy, masterclass.com/Shandy.
So Charlene, spring is about to happen. It's about to sprung.
Yeah, supposedly.
But it has not happened yet.
No.
It is cold
and
cold? Windy.
So maybe right now you could be dressed more appropriately. Why does that never get old, Andy?
Because that's what I do.
Yes.
I snap my fingers and beautiful clothing appears on my body.
Beautiful 100% Mongolian cashmere from Quince. And you would never guess that a sweater of that weight, that substance, that quality, that style was only $139.90. That's the regular price over
And
at
I've
Quince.
already gotten a full $139.90 use out of this. I wear it literally every day.
Yeah, you wear that on, honestly, like problematically often. But seriously, if you put a little designer name brand in there instead of Quince, you would easily be paying $400 or $500 for that exact same sweater. So what Quince does is they cut out the middleman. So that little designer name brand that you're used to paying for, you pay for that little label, basically. They cut out that middleman. They partner directly with the factories. And by the way, only safe and ethical factories. And by doing so, they save you, the consumer, 50 to 80% what you would normally pay for. If you're not shopping at Quince, you are literally paying for a little name brand.
So right now, go to quince.com/Shandy for free shipping and 365-day returns.
That's a full year to wear it and love it.
And you will.
Now available in Canada too.
Don't keep settling for clothes that don't last.
That's quince.com/Shandy, QUINCE.com/Shandy for 365-day returns and free shipping. Quince.com/Shandy. Okay, she opens with, "Hi guys."
No, we don't play that.
It's called Dear Shandy M.
She's playing with us, poking fun.
I was recently inspired by one of your shows where you were discussing friendships, when to let them go versus when to confront issues head on. I have an old pal, not super close, but we see each other every year or two and check in by email from time to time. We worked together about 40 years ago, and we find the same things funny and or absurd. I genuinely enjoy her company and energy level. We've both done well professionally, are financially comfortable, and have long-term partners we're still crazy about. We're both very grateful for the hands we've been dealt in life. Oh, that's a nice way of putting that. Also nice to have gratitude.
Yes.
My husband and I have a second home in a very desirable resort town. We hosted her a couple of years ago, the first time either one of us has stayed with the other. Because she's socially astute and not exactly down on her luck, I was amazed that she never offered to take us out for a meal, or at least send us a thank you gift. That really bothered me and changed how I view her and our friendship. Now when she reaches out by email, I assume she's angling for another invite. Ugh, right? I finally decided to be upfront with her. Here's what I wrote at the end of a longer, breezy email. So because I value our, so this is what she wrote. So because I value our friendship, I need to bring up something unpleasant that's been sticking in my craw for a while. What?
The craw.
Yeah. When you stayed with us in Resort Town for 3 nights, you didn't buy dinner once, even takeout. As I recall, this was peak season. The local hotel was booked, so we offered to host you. The last night you were here, when we ordered takeout, you still weren't offering to pay. I finally said, want to split this? Assuming you'd insist on taking care of it. Nope. My husband stepped in and paid. It was so odd to me that a house guest wouldn't spring for a meal one night, but then I figured you were planning on sending some wine or something after you got home. Nope, nada. It's been bugging me for a while, so I thought I'd mention it. End of excerpt.
This is so uncomfortable.
I know. Yeah, I
honestly don't even know who I'd want to be in this scenario.
I know.
Like both are so uncomfortable.
I know. I feel the exact same way. I never heard back from her. Am I the asshole for bringing this up? Did I approach it the wrong way?
Yes.
Is it no longer necessary to take your host out to dinner, even if they've saved you hundreds of dollars in hotel bills, not to mention food and drink for 3 days? FYI, we're both in our early 70s, so it's not a generational thing. Thoughts? All best, M.
Yeah.
Oh, P.S. It's worth noting that we didn't officially invite her. She was going to be in the area and wondered if we'd be around. Oof.
Oh, this is rough.
Rough.
So obviously this fine Shandy is 100% in the right in her feelings about this. This is ridiculous.
Sure. But I think if you offer someone the gift of hosting them in a place that you own, and what is it costing you? Like cleaning fees and maybe, I don't know, like some food and drink. Yes, I think it's a little tacky to accept that and to not buy a meal, to make some sort of gesture. I know that when a friend does that for me, I go above and beyond. I'm like, I honestly probably spend more than it would have cost to get a hotel and like showering them with thank yous. However, you cannot expect that.
No, that's the problem here. The problem is this is kind of a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Because yes, as you said, obviously the proper thing to do would have been to offer at least to pay for takeout.
Yes.
I mean, that's the bare minimum.
Yes.
So clearly this woman has issues. This is a weird choice on her part. However, the fact that she confronted her about it
in such
by email
and in such, I found that a very aggressive
aggressive manner.
Yeah.
Was wrong on all counts. I'm sorry, Shandy.
Sorry,
I'm really sorry. What this could have been at most, and I wouldn't have suggested this either, is an in-person thing like, hey, kind of a little
hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I felt a little like but maybe honest, I had done something wrong. But even that, no, I can't even think of how to say it. No,
you don't, because you don't say anything in this situation. You don't say anything. You just file it away.
You file it away.
You eat it, and then you it is something. She said, I saw her differently at that point. Okay, if you want to see her differently based on that, which I think is a little extreme, but sure, you can. That's for you. That's for you. Is not to then confront her about this is a 2 wrongs don't make a right situation.
Yeah, no, this is wrong. Unfortunately, it's like a guy. You get a speeding ticket. You have a speeding ticket on your record. The state isn't throwing you in prison. They're just saying, oh, this is a guy who has a speeding ticket now. If he gets another speeding ticket, especially one where he's going faster, then we're going to really start looking at this. Yeah. This is a serious problem. She got a speeding ticket. You don't send someone to prison for 3 years for a speeding ticket.
Yeah, or...
I mean, I guess you could if you're on 200 in a 60.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen these videos of guys? It's so wrong. I don't know why this is even... I don't know how they allow that on social media, yet they don't allow you to say the word sex sometimes.
Wait, what's the thing they show?
They show guys with their camera is on the speedometer. They're driving down a highway and they're going 200 miles an hour.
Why?
I mean, granted, it's at night usually, but you'll see them pass cars and they'll pass them like this.
Why is that something?
It's crazy. Guys on motorcycles do it.
That should be illegal.
Of course.
Because it's glamorizing something that can very easily kill you.
It's definitely illegal, but it should be illegal to have it on social media. The social media platform shouldn't be allowed to show that. The same way they shouldn't be allowed to show penetration.
Oh, and then also the way they show those kids like riding subway cars on the top.
Yeah, and they
Like,
usually will take that down.
Yeah,
and
well,
I'm
they
sure
should.
they eventually take some of this stuff down. But I've seen enough of it to know that it's not getting taken down without mercy.
I mean, let's be honest. The whole like regulation of social media, like they cannot keep
it's
up.
The cat's out of the box.
Yeah, they can't
out of the
do
bag.
anything. Yeah.
But the cat doesn't come out of a box, right? It comes out of a bag.
Yes.
The cat's out of the bag?
Yeah.
When the cat's out of the bag, you can't get the cat back in the bag. That's the whole point.
Yes.
How'd the cat get in the bag first?
You put
By
it
himself?
in there. You put it in there, and then the cat knew what you were up to.
Oh,
It's
that's
like, yeah.
oh, the cat's out of the bag, meaning like you can get him in the first time
Yeah.
because maybe there's food. He thinks you're putting him in there for food. But once he's out, it's over. He's never going back.
It's like when we had adopted a cat, which we then had to, unfortunately, Andy's allergies were so bad, so we had
don't
to.
bring that up. It's
I know,
terrible.
but we technically fostered a cat.
Yeah, we did.
But I put her in one of my rain boots once. I mean, who could resist?
Come on, a cat in a rain boot's so cute.
She went in and she was fine with it, but then she got out and she didn't allow that to
Yeah,
happen
no, it's
again.
never again. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cats are like that.
You know, it was still worth it. Okay, so where were we
Totally.
going with that? The cat's out of the bag?
Yeah, social media.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is a reminder of how, you know, it could take years to form a friendship. They worked for, which was it the 40 years ago they worked together? Was that what she said?
40 years.
They worked together about 40 years ago, find the same things funny. I genuinely enjoy her company and energy level. You know, this is someone that she's spent, a lifetime forming a friendship with. You can undo everything or really harm it in a semi-permanent or permanent way by not just like watching what you say in a moment of rage.
I agree.
And I just don't think this was worth it.
I think there may be no coming back from this.
I mean, what's funny, she turned, I'm sorry, you're the Shandy, and we love siding with our Shandys, but
She did say hi, Shandy's.
No, she said hi, guys.
Oh.
But she managed to turn her friend into the sympathetic character, even though we were 100% on your side about the friend's behavior.
You can be both very right about the situation, but also very wrong to respond to it.
Yeah, and in your reaction, wrong in your reaction, but right about the situation.
This was as you said, filing away. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe if this happens again, then it's an issue. But how do you know that this is her culture? And maybe like 6 months from now, she'll be like, oh, I want to invite you to this great thing. And you go and she refuses to let you pay for anything. Then you're like, oh, I see how it works with her.
Yeah.
And you didn't know that before.
Yeah. Or maybe it just
forget
some
it.
people, let me tell you, when I had a studio in New York as a student, okay, I had this it was a 5th floor walk up. The floors were crooked. It was this wonky little studio, but I loved it. It was in an amazing location. And I let people stay there all the time. Friends my own age would like sleep on my futon. Even if I wasn't in town, I would like let friends stay there. Like I was that friend. It's like, you need a place to stay in New York City. I got you.
You expect the same in return if you were in another city.
Sure, but also not even. It's like, I know how much New York costs and like, I'm not staying here anyway. Like by all means,
Right.
like come and
What
stay.
are friends for, right?
Yes. And it was always interesting to see. I remember one friend, I had gone out of my way to like mail the keys home to Ottawa because this friend was in Ottawa so that this friend could go to my parents' house, pick up the keys, and then go to New York and stay in the apartment. And she stayed in the apartment with her partner for a whole week and then left. And I was gone the whole time. And when I got back to the apartment, there was nothing, not a card, not a gift, nothing. I never got, I think maybe I got like a thank you text or whatever. And I was kind of like, oh, it's interesting. A whole week in New York. Like it was kind of like a card would have been nice.
Yeah, you clocked it.
I clocked it, but in no way am I like, oh, okay, I'm going to let her know that she should have thanked me.
You can't do it.
And because she focused a bit on the friend's like financial situation, how she's well off. She said she's socially astute and she has got means, basically. Another time, I let friends of my parents stay in that same apartment. And they are very well-to-do, like extremely. And what I remember coming home to, they stayed like a week also, there was a card and like a body cream.
There you go.
It was a body cream. And like, did the body cream cover the cost of one night in a hotel?
It shows that she was thinking. She knew that you had done a favor.
Yeah, and sure, could I be like, that wasn't of the right value for the thing that I gave you? But no, you just file it away. You're like, whatever. Oh, like if anything, I'm like, that's kind of amusing.
I have two policies in life. One is if you lend a friend money, don't expect to get it back. And if you don't get it back, file it away, but just deal with it.
Yes.
And if you do a friend a favor, don't expect something in return immediately.
Yes.
Because that's just not how friendship works, unfortunately.
No.
Maybe one day down the line, you're going to get that back in spades. And you're like, wow, the thing I did was nothing compared to this. Now I feel guilty that I ever was annoyed that they didn't
but
pay for takeout.
You should also be prepared for that to never happen.
To never happen.
Yes.
Exactly. The fact of the matter is that in the moment, in that transaction, there is no transaction. It is not a transaction. It is you doing a favor and there is nothing coming back. It's not a business.
Yeah.
It's not like I gave you money, you give me goods and services. No. A favor for a friend is a favor for a friend. A loan to a friend is a gift of money.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
And if you operate under those assumptions, you will never have a situation where you're sending an email to a friend that's possibly going to end that friendship. And I will say, Shandy, I'm sorry to say,
her name's M.
I'm calling her a Shandy because I'm about to say something not nice to her. Okay. I'm trying to show intimacy, build a relationship, a rapport.
Okay.
You did a wrong thing here. And I know
We're
how
on your
right
side.
you are. I know. We know you're right. You're right.
It's obvious you're right.
Every time in life that you're right, you can't write an email about it. Unfortunately, you had to eat this one, file it away, move on, and see what the future brings. You're now jeopardizing a 40-plus year friendship. I honestly think you might now have to send another email saying, sorry for sending that email. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
like I was in a bad mood, and honestly, you're welcome to stay anytime. Sorry about that. It depends how valuable this friendship is to you. But I got to say that this email, this was, as much as it felt right, and it seems right mathematically. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, and I want to mention one other thing. She talked about how whenever the friend reaches out afterwards, she says, it really bothered her, changed how I view her and our friendship. Now, when she reaches out by email, I assume she's angling for another invite. Ugh, right? Why do you assume that? Why do you assume? I would argue that the friend, if anything, didn't understand the full value of the gift you gave her. And so therefore, you've been friends for such a long time. Why do you assume that she's now just angling? Like, it's like, I think you're putting too much value on, it sounds like a very nice resort town, but it sounds like you're putting a little too much value on this property and how much other people are thinking it's worth and how much value you are giving them by loaning it to them. And also by assuming that that's what she's angling for when she reaches out. You never thought that before.
But also, what else is in this friendship? Like, okay, so maybe she is angling for another stay. Maybe she loves this resort and she wants to stay there again. But what else is this friendship about? Is the rest of this friendship so solid that this stuff really shouldn't be focused on that much? Or is the rest of the friendship fractured? Are there other elements that this is really a proxy for, that you're angry about those and this is like just putting you over the top?
Totally.
I find it very hard to believe that this is the single thing in this friendship that isn't perfect.
Yeah, maybe she feels like this friend doesn't ask enough questions, doesn't show curiosity about her. So when she does reach out,
has no gratitude.
Maybe when she does reach out of the blue, it's like, oh, it's just because she wants something from me. She doesn't know anything about me.
Maybe this is just a selfish person that you want to be friends with and that doesn't reciprocate the way you want, and you're frustrated. And this is your way of lashing out, is sending this email. This is just a symptom of the problem. This is not the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
We don't know.
You tell me.
Yeah. We don't have enough information to know that. However, I think it says it all that we couldn't even get through that email like without laughing a bit. Like
It's
without
so
uncomfortably laughing.
It's so uncomfortable. Anyone receiving that email,
I would not reply to that email either.
I wouldn't. I would hide. I would like go to another country for a month. I wouldn't be able to deal with it.
I honestly think I would read, if I received that email, well, knowing my personality, I would feel a lot of shame.
So much shame.
But also I'd feel sort of like retaliatory anger, like sort of like an indignation that she would send this to me.
She broke the social norm.
Yeah.
There are certain social norms you do not break. You do not send an email like this.
She broke a social norm way more than the friend did by not sending her a gift.
Yes.
Or buying a meal.
Yes. And if she wanted this friend to pay for something that badly to the point of sending a full email to her, she should have in the moment been like, all right, this one's on you. This one's on you. No. She's going to get this. This one's on you. Pay for the takeout.
Yeah.
In the moment. Otherwise, the moment's passed, it's over.
Yeah.
You did the deed. It was a big favor. Feel good about that. You gave something to someone else. You made them happy and live with that.
Do you think she's still going to be a Shandy?
I hope. I mean, I think we're giving the right advice.
I mean, I think we are too. We're on your side. I hope you don't hold us against us. But, you know, the truth hurts sometimes. And sometimes you're too in it and you feel the rage. But really, this is such a first world problem. And I think that it's harder to come across a friend who you've known for this long and that you have this kind of history with than it is to find someone who would pay appropriately for a meal.
This is true.
It doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? It sounds like you can afford your own meals. She could afford her own hotel. So what does any of it matter?
Something else going on.
Yeah,
Something
I
else.
do think you're onto something with that, but we cannot possibly know. Okay, good luck, Em. I do think this is kind of a self-work question if you'll allow it, but I also think it's possible she heard where we were going with this and was like, I'm not a Shandy anymore.
She hung up on us.
And then we can expect an angry email.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I also wouldn't turn down an invite to this nice resort.
Are you angling now?
And I will pay for that last takeout meal.
Okay, Andy, that is a wrap for this Q&A. Because I have to go to rehearsal now. If you enjoyed what you heard today, you know what we will ask of you, and that is to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on Instagram and
TikTok.
Leave us Apple and
Spotify.
Podcast ratings and reviews. Tell your friends, hit the hype button, and generally do all the things you would do to support a podcast you enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Did we mention we're in Boston for an opera? That's where we are. That's why I have rehearsal. I'm doing an opera. Andy just said, tell them about your opera. Okay, Ruby. Okay. Yay. So where are you going? No, stay with mommy. Stay with
come
mommy.
to Daddy.
Stay with mommy.
Come
Oh,
to
she's
Daddy.
getting too attached to you because
Come
I'm
to
at
Daddy.
rehearsal all day.
I know. But this is what happens sometimes.
I get
You
jealous.
can deal with it. It's okay. She
I
still
get
loves you. She loves
jealous.
you, so she talks about you when you're gone.
Like she's really a daddy's
Not
girl.
always
right?
flatteringly.
She's a daddy's girl right now. Okay, come back to mommy.
Okay, go to mommy.
Come back
She's
to mommy.
needy.
Yay. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Dear Shandy. Bye-bye.